Hi, folks. It's Pastor Brandon. If you have a few minutes, I'd love to share with you what's happening in the life of our church, and also just to let you know that I've been thinking of you, mindful of the challenge we are all in, the political atmosphere, the wildfires that are burning, and the smoke in the air, the COVID-19 contagion and the challenges that brings with homeschooling and social distancing, the sense of isolation. So one challenge upon another in these times. So let the faith you keep you, and so that we can be resilient. And once again, at some point, return so that we can be physically present, even as we are spiritually connected at a distance. I hope and pray you're tuning in to the live streaming worship services each Sunday at 11, and our pre-recorded services every fourth Sunday at 11 a.m. This month presents a unique opportunity. Annual conference is going to be online, and so on Sunday, September 20th, the bishop, our bishop Minerva Cacaño, and other staff and leadership will be providing a live streaming service where perhaps the first time in our history as a conference, we'll all be worshiping or have the chance to worship together online, and you'll get to hear the bishop preach, and you'll get to see pastors being ordained. I hope you can check in on that. That will be the worship service we will offer that day. So please do, if you can, check in and participate in that. And then on the last Sunday of this month, our pre-recorded service, I've invited our new district superintendent, Shinya Goto, to offer the message that day. And he's provided one I think will be inspiring and helpful to you. So please check that out on the 27th at 11 a.m. Now, there is some other news regarding worship. That is, Jim Tisher, Joyce Muda, and a whole team of folks have been meeting and talking about protocols for an outdoor worship service that would be targeted particularly for those who just find it impossible to connect online. And there would be all the measures that are required to keep us safe, the PPE, protective devices, temperature checks, physical distance seating, no singing, wearing masks, all of that would be in place. But we're looking at the possibly the last Sunday of this month and the second Sunday of October, having an outdoor worship service, abbreviated like 30 or 40 minutes, and that there would be music, but you would have to reserve your space, and then we would gather there and worship and then depart safely too. So we're going to try that out, but I'm just so grateful for the team that's been willing to meet and to talk about the details, the protocols that we would have to put in place. We're waiting for the conference to sign off on our application to do that, but stay tuned, and you will hear more about that in coming days or on Sundays. So hope you have voted or are about to vote, have a plan to vote, that you have been counted in the census, that you're seeing to it, that your friends and family and others are doing the same. I'll be ending my series on the parables this Sunday, and then we'll have the two services, one with the bishop, one with our district superintendent. And then in October, I'll be highlighting social justice topics, in addition to the ones I've already introduced. There will be two group studies. I'll be offering a study called God in America, based on a series provided from Frontline and the American Experience on PBS. And it's 6 sessions and an hour. You'll be asked to watch the video ahead of time and to look at the PDF study guide. And then on Mondays at 6:30, starting September 21st, we'll gather to talk about what that is. It's about how America and its understanding or its concepts of God have shaped the way we behave as a nation. And sadly, as we have misbehaved as a nation. So I encourage you to come, particularly for this time in the life of our country, to look at that and to become more aware of the ideas about God that have shaped who we are and how we respond. And then in October, there will be another group conversation or study directed by Rita Lundeen, based on Anne Lamott's book, Help, Thanks, Wow, the Three Essential Prayers. And I want to encourage you to look at that, and hopefully, prayerfully, you'll participate there too. We are launching a stewardship effort, as we typically do in the fall. But in this case, you're going to get a personal delivery. I'm going to be delivering envelopes with stewardship material in it to your home. I'll get to see where all of you live in our church. A couple Sundays ago, when the youth provided the pre-recorded service, the last Sunday in August, while some of you were watching that, I was out delivering pizzas to the youth. And I was able to see how in such close proximity many of us live. And so I was encouraged, inspired, and enjoyed doing that, and want to then extend that by bringing the stewardship letter to you. We're not asking you to fill it out at that moment. I'll only have 1 or 2 minutes where I can hand it off, say hi, and then get back in the car and go down the street. Almost like trick-or-treating in reverse. But if you're not home, I'll find a place to put it so that you can pick it up and read it later. But I hope that I'll see many of you, and that you'll take some time to think about the ministry of the church, particularly as we develop our vision for the coming year. And I just want to thank you for being so supportive financially and in so many other ways in the ministries of the church in this COVID-19 circumstance. But it's been inspiring to feel this kind of support in this kind of community. So thank you for that. The Children and Youth Ministries is meeting this Sunday. This is the 13th that I'm speaking of. And Julia Butler will be convening that group and discussing how our children will continue to experience the teachings of the church in a unique way. And so I want to invite those who are on the council to please be there, and then you can expect to hear something resulting from their decision-making and conversation from this Sunday. The choir has been fun watching you on the compilations that Andrew Hudson and Julia Butler have put together for us. You're going to see more of that, and as we plan for Christmas Eve, we have several fun things in mind too. So there will be those typical services, just won't be present physically for those, but it's going to be a lot of fun. If you have some ideas you'd like to toss our way regarding Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or Advent, Epiphany, send them our way. We'd love to have your creative ideas as input. Youth group keeps meeting first and third Sundays at 6 p.m. We'll meet on the 20th again, and we always have a great time there, and always great to see them. I want to thank Susie O'Brien for the work she has led regarding congregational care, seeing to it that those who wish to have a phone buddy have one so that they can stay in contact and check in on their welfare, and just to be in conversation out of the isolation that we find ourselves in. Also to Stephen Ministry, Carolyn Chantry, and Judith McKibben, and your leadership. We have a new cohort of people being trained as caregivers, so that's an exciting thing to celebrate. And I know our children are particularly excited about the new playground equipment, and I have to say Brian Horsfield, Brian Williams, Randy Ruin, and a number of others of you have been working to ready the ground and to construct that equipment. So as we complete that project, there will likely be a reservation system put in place so that you can come and play on it, even as we are in these COVID-19 circumstances. So stay tuned for that. And there are pictures coming out from time to time showing the progress for that project. But very excited about it, and hope that you will have a chance to play on it soon. So I miss you folks. Please, if you can think of someone that you have seen during our times of gathering, folks that you think could appreciate a call, just reach out and call them. I know it sounds like maybe one more thing to do, but it can make such a difference in the life of our church if you just make one little call or send one little email or one little card out to folks, and make sure folks know that they are being remembered and cared about, even in these times, or maybe especially in these times. Again, thank you. Hope you find those places of peace where you can, and strength for each day and each challenge that comes your way. If there's any way I can assist, contact me, and I will work with our office and other staff to reach back out to you. So, God bless, and keep resilient. Miss seeing you, and look forward to the time we gather again. Be well.